Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Falcon2081, and we got some team deathmatch on firing range. And I promised you guys a Christmas noob match, and here it is. And we also got Ovehung joining us for this game commentary.
What's up?
We're just gonna have some fun and just wing it. I went 29-0. Firing range, arguably one of my favorite maps. I don't know about you, if you like it or not.
You know, it's a pretty good map. After a while, I don't know. It's just that everyone likes to camp the number 3 building, and it kind of gets annoying after a while.
That middle building is a vital role if you want to do good in this map. But I mean, in terms of tips, the best thing you want to do is just try and rush as much as you can, and then just move through each sector of the map as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Don't try and stay in one area too long because the spawns shift so fast because of how small the
my God, you know, you're talking about spawns. That's one thing I really hate about this game is that it's just that it's something. It's not like in COD 4 and in Modern War. I don't know if in Modern Warfare 2. How were the spawns in Modern Warfare 2? I think we complained about it when we played.
They were okay. They weren't like COD 4. I wish the spawns stayed like COD 4, honestly.
Dude, I actually liked how spawns were implemented in COD 4. I mean, if you did bad and you got boxed in and you keep spawning in one same spot all the time, I mean, that's because of your fault. And then
yeah, exactly. I mean, you could argue that, you know, pros and cons. You know, cons were that was one bad thing about the COD 4 spawn system was that, you know, if you had like a good team, like, you know how we usually play every night is usually all the good players know you don't want to cross that imaginary middle line where the spawns will switch over and they start spawning behind you. So that's why, you know, you could pick off a lot of, you know, noobs because they don't know about that.
Yeah, and I really miss those. I really miss that spawn. It seems like a lot of people complain about it, and they try to fix it in World at War.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember World at War when we first played that. That was so horrible. Like we couldn't, like, for those first few weeks we couldn't figure out at all how the spawns were shifting around. And even still, I remember like it took them like 3 or 4 patches before, you know, the spawns got to sort of okay.
Manageable. Yeah, sort of.
They were so erratic. I mean, it was crazy.
And it seems like, you know, for some reason I feel that Treyarch hasn't learned anything after World at War, because the spawns in this game, I mean, I really hate it. I really hate how I'm like surveying one area and then suddenly like there's no one spawning near me, so I'm like I run to the other side of the map and then suddenly like I'm playing with you guys end up killing everyone else, and when I get to that spot there's no one there.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, sometimes you have to gauge the radar map and see how the flow of the game is going, because if the enemy team isn't moving fast enough throughout the entire map, then you're gonna be running around the entire map looking for people, and then when you get to that area where they were, they'll spawn somewhere else. So that's what I always like say. Always, you know, see where you are in relation to where your teammates are and things like that, because that's why on a lot of my games you see me being by myself in one sector of the map, and then
every one of us like running into.
Exactly, and then you guys are basically further behind me, but you know I'm basically where they are a lot of the time. So I mean, it's like I was telling a lot of the other guys or my other videos about how we each have a role to play when we all play together, and I usually play as more as the offensive type player where I'm by myself in the enemy spawn, and then you guys are pretty much, you know, like the support group where you'll hold off a big chunk of the map.
Yeah.
So, and then it's the same thing with kill streaks too. It's like, you know, we started doing that where I get the higher kill streaks and then you guys get the lower ones, and it's worked out so much better for us.
Oh, definitely, especially when you switched over to the Blackbird, and I just stuck with the spy plane, counter spy plane, and one maybe attack perk, and it really helps us a lot.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fairly quick, And thanks to everyone for coming on again. And I
Thanks.
hope you guys enjoyed the Christmas New Flawless match. And I'll see you guys later.